Hello, everybody. Welcome in to another episode of Crown and Common. I know you guys missed us. I'm gone for a few days. It's been a holiday season, a lot going on. But we got so much to catch up on. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And y'all looking forward to a great Christmas season, whatever you celebrate this holiday, and a happy new year. So, as in Crown and Common fashion, we're going to allow everybody to introduce themselves, and then we'll tell you what the subject is for today, and then we'll go into it. So, give me one moment.
Hi, you guys. Good to be back for the 24th episode of Crown
All
and
right.
Common. Again, my name is Misty. I am a host, co host, co founder, one of the co founders of the Crown Crew. I am a 5 times stroke patient. I am also a service dog trainer as well as just a regular trainer. You can catch me on TikTok as well. If you guys want to talk about DV, mental health, or anything like SA, or anything like that, I do bring awareness to all of these topics. So, hey, let's get it started.
Thank you. Mel Mel.
Hey everyone, I'm Mel Mel, and you can find me right here on TikTok. I am Mel Mel with underscores. I am an RBT, so I work with kids on autism spectrum. I'm a graduate student. I'm working on getting my master's degree to become a BCBA, basically the RBT supervisor. I am a mom. I am a travel agent, so if anybody needs any help with any type of travel, whether it be rental cars, hotels, flights, cruises, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. I have been going live more and hosting my own TikTok as well. So stop by, hang out. And I'm super excited for today's episode. Like Regina said, we do apologize for missing out last week with the holidays. Everything's been super crazy, but we're back. We're back. We're back. Like the video, subscribe, comment. If you're here, we do engage with the comments and we'll read your comment as well. Last or the week before last, I want to say we had a tie between the men and the women. I can't fully remember if you guys want to remind me, but I want to say it was. If it wasn't a tie, then you guys know the woman won. Um, but we'll see what happens today. We do have a new guest today, so it could go either way.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you.
Grumpy.
Um, Grumpy was funny, and I'm here.
I love your shirt,
I need that
Thank you.
shirt.
right?
Hold on. All right, guys. So I'm gonna introduce myself first, and then we have a new guest this evening. It is DJ Reem. But me, I'm a homeschool mom, wife, as you can hear, homeschool mom, wife. Um, a TikTok live host, a gamer, model, actor, entrepreneur. So if you guys are looking for a homeschool platform that you'd like to look into, I do have the QR code up in the top corner here. You can go ahead and scan that QR code. That will take you directly to our platform that you can check out. That we have some awesome new updates happening. We're actually all working on accreditation right now. We have a meeting coming up for that. So definitely check us out. We'd love to have you on our platform, and the website is cococlassroom.com. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. And here is our new invitee, new guest for tonight,
Yes,
DJ
my name.
Reem in the building.
Yeah, this is DJ Reem. You can catch me at TikTok DJ Reem Live 18 or Facebook DJ Reem or Instagram DJ Reem. I just like to play music, crack some jokes. you know. But if you want to learn about DJing, hit me up. I'm always free to teach y'all, and I play movies sometimes, and DJing. So hope you get at me, DJ Reem, signing out.
Thank you, Rain. Appreciate you. It's a pleasure having you with us tonight. So tonight's
Yes.
topic is letting go of what you can't control. So yeah, I know this is about to be a good one, okay? So and we do have an odd number tonight, so I'm gonna sit back here. I'm gonna try to be a referee as much as I can. And y'all see Grumpy face already. He like, mm-hmm. Yeah, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all know Wednesdays is men versus women, but right now we have an odd number, so we're just gonna go with our regular episode and see what we're gonna roll back into things. So we're gonna do round one is based on the illusion of control. Why do we hold on so tightly to things we can't change?
Investment.
Yeah, I agree. People feel like they invested a lot and they don't want to lose out on
Mhm.
their investment. I think also too, it's part of the question. It's part of a delusion. You kind of don't want to accept it because it is something that's out of your control, and people don't like feeling out of control.
True, and then time is priceless. So yeah, because I don't know, that's the only thing you can't get back. Honestly, like how are we gonna get that back?
I think people have the tendency to have the fear of being alone for a period. So they want to hold on to whatever, and they want to pretend that everything's going to be okay or that it's going to work through the process when it never does.
Hmm.
Yeah, because when you get to that point, you're like you forgot about all the bad stuff. You didn't forget about everything. You just what I'm saying. You just like you said, don't want to be by yourself. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to start over. So you just trying to hold on to something that's been dead.
With me,
True.
I came to learn that letting go is gonna smooth you because at the end of the day, I lost somebody that I love. You feel what I'm saying? And I can never get that back. And I always think about the presence and all that because at the end of the day, we did have a a good relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Then once you see somebody passing away in front of your eyes, you can't do nothing to help them. It's
Hmm.
sad. You feel what I'm saying? It's like it really broke me down. Like damn, like life is too short to hold grudges. I don't hold grudges no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I love you. You know, because life is too short, and sometimes you got to let things go because it might come back, it might not. So I just to me, I don't hold grudges. I don't do none of that. I don't, if I gotta let a person go, I let the person go because at the end of the day, they need to be happy too.
Hmm.
Correct.
That is very true. I'm
Yes.
sorry for your loss, by the way.
Yeah, I can definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
work
Yeah,
out.
definitely. Sorry about that. Right.
It's all right. It's all right. It's life. Allah had a better plan for me and her. You feel what I'm saying? So she lived out her life. She lived out her life
Hmm.
with me. So I just got to live my life with somebody else. I don't know yet. 'Cause I'm really not looking. I'm comfortable being alone.
Right. Right. But you'll know when if you ever want to get down that road. But you'll
Hmm.
It's all
know.
right. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't hold no grudges or nothing. So I think I think it's kind of hard for me because I'm truthful with things. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, oh, why you single? Because my wife passed away. Like, she died of cancer. Like I ain't choose to be single.
Right.
Things happen. So and it's like going down the road, and then people like they don't know how to come at me because I'm so truthful. Like, but you're not gonna run over me. You're not gonna
That's
do
the
that.
fact.
Yeah.
I feel like too, a lot of people aren't owed that explanation.
Right.
Yeah,
Like it's none of your
Right.
business why I'm single. If I
Even
want to
though
be,
they want to be all up in your face anyway, like, oh, what's going on? Let me know. No, and you back
in
up
fact.
all the way up.
Facts.
That part.
So let us move on to the second next question. What makes people
Okay.
fear letting go?
say that one more time. Sorry.
What makes people fear letting go?
Because they used to it. You feel what I'm saying? They used to of a pattern. This is a pattern. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And they comfortable. A lot of people is scared to change. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Very
And
true.
and changing uncomfortability, people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm embraced it now. You feel what I'm saying? But back then, I was scared to change. I was
Mhm.
scared. Like, oh nah, this is what I'm used to. I'm gonna stick right here. But that's what it is. People just scared to change.
Change is scary, and I think people overthink what the change is as well, so they psych themselves out into thinking that it's something that
Right.
it's going to be worse than it actually is.
Right. It's the
Um,
unknown factor of not knowing
yeah.
how it's going to play out.
I
Right.
remember growing up, my dad used to always say the worst thing somebody can tell you is no. What is that going to do for you? It's not going to
Right.
hurt you in any type of way. You're not going to gain anything, but you're also not going to lose anything.
I think that's
Facts.
why they came up with the saying like, I'm not. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna bite. Just say what you gotta say, and if I agree with you, I agree with you. If I don't, I don't. That's it.
Hmm.
At least you could say, hey, I got some closure. We agree to disagree, and I called it a day. That's it.
Yes.
Can I add a
That
side
part.
question to your
Yeah,
response just
sure,
now?
sure.
Why do people find it so hard to agree to disagree?
Hmm, that's a good
Mm.
question. Very good question.
'Cause people don't understand that if
I
even like even if that statement, you know, they just think you either you agree with them or you can't disagree with them. They don't want to in between. You know, I don't know. A lot of people just so argumentative these days. And I don't
right. Like they wanna protect whatever their beliefs are at
Hmm.
all costs and not listening to what somebody else's perspective is because it doesn't align with what they believe.
Like, not everybody is going to think the same way, and everybody
know.
Right.
should be and is entitled to their own opinion.
I say it
Nobody's
every
going
day.
to
I'm
agree.
like,
Not
nobody is the
everybody's always going to
same.
agree with you. That's like
We never
unrealistic
walked in the
thinking.
same shoes. We have not experienced the same things.
I think people have the tendency, as far as that goes, they would rather disagree to agree to disagree to keep something going, and
Right.
sometimes to keep the fire lit instead
Right.
of being like, you know what, okay, and then just saying, hey, we can agree to disagree and move on from it. They just, some people have that niche where they just want to keep the flames going and the water boiling, and they're not
Mm,
mentally
by that
mature enough.
by
Right.
that
And I
time the
hate
pot
people
dry.
where I hate
And
people that have one foot in and one foot out.
yeah,
They like, I just
yeah,
want to keep that as an option just in case.
right. And then as far as the other, I kind of feel like if someone is used to a pattern
Mm-hmm.
within
Mm-hmm.
relationships, they feel like that they've had enough failure that they don't want to let go of something because they don't want to go through the same situation again in an unknown territory with someone else.
Listen, I met my husband. Like I was in three abusive relationships that nearly took my life.
Mhm. Yeah.
And listen, I was just like, I'm done. I can't do no like this. There's no way beyond this. I'm going past. I'm like, yo, we want to figure it out, or I'm gonna be single for a very long time.
Yeah.
And y'all figured it out.
I was like, I got the last laugh because you want my husband. I'm like, yo, I got the last laugh on that part, friend. He's like, yeah, you're right, but he's like, I don't think I would be where I'm at if it wasn't for you, me and you being together. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate you saying that because I'm always pushing him. I'm like, nah, we about to ride it till the wheels come off. Let's go. Um, because
Well,
some
and
of the
then
jobs that
again,
he
it took
applied
you three
for,
times to get it right on the
right.
fourth try. You know,
Like
like
he was
I'm at the
like,
point.
we gonna ride it till we'll come on, but because some of the jobs that he applied for, I was like, yo, just put it in. You don't never know. You never know. Just put your offer in. Put it in. And he's gotten majority of all the offers that he put in. He got majority of them.
Mhm. Like I think I've learned that my peace, if you're interrupting my peace, I don't have time for you. You're out.
That's why I hardly talk to my people. I'm just saying, the people on my side, I cannot. It is a
Yeah.
limited access that you have to me. So it's so funny that when I'm on live, my uncle comes in and he'll just come, look, see what's happening, and then leave out again. And then he'll come back again later. I'm like, why do you keep coming here? You ain't gonna say hi, you gonna say nothing now. Like I'm like, I don't understand. It's toxic. I'm
Mm,
telling you. All right.
I
So
know.
number three, the third question is, what situation taught you that you cannot control everything?
My
Um,
first marriage.
all of my marriages.
Mm.
Well, I've never been married, so I can't say
I'll
that.
be in control.
All of
I
them
was
done as
in
son of a
control.
biscuits.
Oh my God, my past relationships. Oh gosh, it's just yeah. So Reem,
But
we got another question. What situation taught you that you cannot control everything? Welcome back, Fran.
Repeat that again.
What situation taught you that you cannot control everything?
Know it. I want to tell you a story. This is a true story with me. 'Cause I used to sell drugs, and I was breaking the law a lot, and then when I got arrested, knowing that I can't go nowhere, and really, 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 I was stuck. You feel what I'm saying? Like my peoples had the money to get me out, but I still couldn't come out because they didn't give me no bail. So I'm like, damn, I'm stuck in a hard place,
Hmm.
and I for self was like, damn, I can't go nowhere. Like, you know, you could have all the money in the world, but if the judge and the DA and all them don't want you out,
You're
you're
not
not
out.
gonna get out.
Your freedom is in somebody else's control.
That's a fact. And when I came home this time, I'm good. I'm good. I don't like the people telling me I gotta get dressed. I don't like the people telling me how to shower. Every time I go down to the visitor floor, they strip search you, and you feel mutilated, like you feel like a lesser of a man and a female, because females both do it too when they get locked up.
They
Um,
dehumanize you in a way.
yeah,
You
Right.
feel
like
like property.
That's a fact. I voted myself never again. I'm so sorry. It was too much. It was too much.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
No,
no.
no. We share a
No,
whole lot on
no, I'm
here.
Yeah,
listening. No.
Yeah,
Listen,
we
nah,
share a
you
whole lot
good,
on here.
friend. No, everybody is to be yourself. That's it. That's all we
Yep.
ask for. Like I said,
Mhm.
from day one, you know me. I'm like, yo, keep it 100.
It's a fact.
Yep.
It's a fact. That's all I can do.
Just keep it real. Be yourself. Then you can't. Nobody else can be anybody. You can't. Nobody else can be you, right?
Mm,
I'm pretty
It's a
sure your
fact.
experience, opened your eyes to a lot of different things that other people cannot relate to.
Mm-hmm.
that
But
part.
there's somebody who may or may not be watching this later on, or watching the recording, or watching it now. That's like, yo, there goes somebody I can connect with.
Hmm.
Simple as that.
Facts. Right. Facts.
So don't ever feel like that was too much. Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And
So
don't
round two.
apologize for saying your truth.
Yes, correct.
Hmm.
Very true.
That part.
Round two. Overthinking and emotional pressure, guys. How does overthinking give the illusion of control?
If you overthink it, you ain't got no control.
That's a fact.
People do it all the time. They're like, I'm in my head. I got
So
this.
okay,
I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe
I've
he'll
been
do
known
this.
to overthink conversations that I'm gonna have with people, disagreements. To all right, well, I
So
know
you be
you're gonna
having
say
these
this, so
discussions
let
in
me
your
go
head,
ahead and do this
or do you say
first.
them out loud and talk to yourself? How'd that
No,
go?
in my head, I'll run it through my
No,
head
girl,
real
I'm one of
quick.
those people that be talking to myself. They be like, yo, she's special.
So it's normal to talk to yourself. Because I do talk to myself.
That's what my mama
Don't get
used
me
to
wrong.
do it, right? So I'm like, yo, boom, like,
Yeah, I'm one to pre-plan a conversation in my head before I
That
have
don't
it.
work for me.
So it
I've
works
tried
to
it.
a certain extent. Like in the very beginning, if I start it, I'm good. But then things go left, and I'll go like above left, and then under, and then a loop de loop, and then one.
No,
we on the road.
I've learned, like, personally, look, and I think I've shared this story before. I don't know, but if not, like, I innocently went when me and my ex split up, the crazy one from the military, to go get my stuff. And this bozo the clown had changed the locks on the door, and I rolled up, and he had a woman in the house. Oh yes. In my head, on my way there, I was telling myself, okay, if he's there, I'm just gonna be like, hey, let me just get my stuff. Let me go on about my business. Well, when I got there and I heard what I heard, that's not like I went totally,
You saw
I don't know
red.
where.
You saw
Like
red.
my Gemini, that other girl kicked in, and I kicked the door off the hinges in flip flops.
That's not about right. That's not about right.
Like they literally thought, so he literally scared him. She was running, and I was like, "Come here, I just want to talk
Creative.
to you, sweetheart." He was like, "Don't do it, don't do it."
So,
Like he was like, "I thought SWAT busted up in here, and you got flip flops on." I said, "Yeah,
I picture. You
I
know
did
what?
that.
I could picture that, friend. I could picture that.
Yeah, I
And
did
just to
that."
add a note on the side of what Reem was saying, that he had to ordeal. Like Reem, I had to be surrounded by that. Like my mother and father used to do that back in the day on what you were stating.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see his
This is
head, but I
good.
think he's frozen. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm like, yeah, my mother and father used to do that back in the day. And then my mother suffered from doing her own, getting addicted to it. And then we were with her. I was in the system, the foster care system, for a little bit. Um, so my grandmother adopted me. Uh, and due to that adoption, it was a lot of stuff that happened as far as like SA and some other stuff. And then I got past that. And then my older sister adopted us because they didn't want the money. At the end of the day, I figured out that it was a money grab they were trying to do. Um, and then I finally got connected to my other once I got older, and I lived with her for her last couple days. And then somebody got some background noise. That
I
is
think
that
it's
Grumpy?
Grumpy.
Grumpy, you got a little noise in the background. Is that you?
Yeah, mine. I fixed mine.
Oh, maybe I don't know. I heard something, but
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it
And
was a
then
TV.
okay.
My son, in my
So then
son room.
my mother, I had to. I lived with her. I went, I thought everything was cool. Like my stepfather lived with her as well. And then the time came when she passed on. Like it was just crazy. But only to find out that the reason that she passed is because on the low she was still consuming said things, but she was fully functioning.
Mm.
Wow.
When I was telling y'all earlier that I was there for her, like I was literally there for her in her last breath. Like she was choking and there was nothing I could do. I was holding her in my arms and I'm screaming. I'm trying to figure out like what am I supposed to do? And there was nothing I could do. They claimed that the waste bag in her stomach exploded and she was gone by the time the ambulance finally graced us with their presence. I'm like, the fluids done left her body already,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a really hard time for me because my family took so long to get there, but they
Yeah.
didn't take long to come and get whatever stuff they wanted from my mother, you
Right.
know. And they they never was able to actually have a conversation to say how you want to deal with this, how you want to get. They just, it was just another day, friends. It was just another day. Like
Yeah.
we literally, me and my older sisters literally sitting there watching my mother pass on, and y'all telling me, and nobody thought to say, "Hey, do you want to have somebody to talk to?" Something, nothing. It was just another day, friends.
Uh,
I get it.
They came and got what they wanted. So that's why I say when I say I'm like my family's toxic, I can't deal with that. It just don't make no
mm,
sense to me. And my mom was a beautiful person. Like she fought her demons, but she never came at us sideways. She was always pushing. And then, my older brother and my older sister, they'll tell you a different version. But I try to explain to them that they had different versions of her. Like not everybody's version is gonna be the same.
mm.
You
Um
had a good CHM,
oh what?
a, a good CHM.
What's
I
that?
didn't. Crackhead mama.
You know what?
I
Here's
had
me
a bad
like
one.
childhood memory.
I had a terrible one. You lucky. You lucky.
Yo, I did not expect you to say that, Grumpy. But
Caught me off guard.
yeah, I did
Mhm.
not expect you to say that, Fran. That one took it all the way out for me. I was trying to keep it PG, nice. I was trying to keep it cool, like,
I
dang.
don't know why you tried that. You know it never works.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but yes, yes, I had to deal with that. And my father was a womanizer. My father is literally out here. My father's never owned a house of his own. He's been lived with a woman all his life. And I mean different women. And when I say different woman, I say different woman. Like he literally claims that he has 10 kids right now. And I just found out maybe a year, 2 years ago, that he claims that he has a 45-year-old daughter that's older than me. That's supposed to be his first now. And I was like, what? I'm so confused.
Our fathers are
So
brothers,
that
by the
was
way.
huh?
I said mine and your fathers are brothers, by the way.
I believe it. This must be related because it just don't make no sense. But so and it's crazy that right. I wrote a whole paper on this. Like I wrote a poem about it. I wrote a whole paper because I didn't even I was in college at the time. I didn't even get to finish my classes, and they denied me going back to class because I missed so many days because I was dealing with it. Because at this point, I was literally going to be homeless, right? Because my stepfather was there, but then me and my stepfather had an ordeal. Like he was kind of like losing his mind a little bit, so to speak. So he tried to jump on me while I was sleeping one time, and I had to leave in a hurry. So I left and went to my cousin's, and then she only had literally one bedroom for three kids plus her, and she was in the living room, her other two kids in the room, and I had to share bed with them for a minute. And I was basically on the street hustling. That's it. I was cleaning houses. I was making sure my phone was on, doing what I got to do to survive, and being connected to these guys that wasn't eight. Yeah, y'all know what I want to say.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it was a ride, friends. It was a ride. So when I say to y'all, communication is very important to me. It's very important to me because I cannot read your mind. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what kind of things trigger you, but I know there's things that trigger me, and sometimes I'll be like, hold on, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Um, but yeah, so that's life, and I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to bring down the mood, but I wanted to tell Reem that it's I understand where he's coming from.
We have a
And
comment
I
that
tell
says
you
We
as
all
well,
she.
and I
have
apologize for telling your truth.
That's
yes,
a fact.
true, true, true.
Our
Yeah.
Um,
truth is our truth, and nobody can take our truth from us. And
exactly.
Hmm.
we don't know who is dealing with or
Right.
needing to hear this from somebody
Yeah.
upon this
I'm like, you
panel.
just said that, and I said it too. But it's forced to habit. When you're so used to having to apologize to people because they feel uncomfortable. Uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
where'd he go? Oh, he's over here.
Yeah. I had to step out real quick.
Uh,
Okay,
got a
no
comment that
worries,
says,
friend.
no, don't feel bad for that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, I
You
don't know,
know,
Virginia. I don't know if that. I didn't mean to call your mama a CH, but that's what mine was on.
I'm pretty sure my mom was probably close to that too, maybe. But that was the time. It was the time of the time period was
Oh,
that's what. Yeah, it was
still,
that time.
she's still on that.
Yeah, it's still here for real. Like, but I'm saying that time it was running rampant, right? Okay. Um. All right. So let's go ahead and the next question. What thoughts do you need to release for your peace?
I listen to music. That's my piece. That's why I
That's how
came with
you okay?
DJ. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? I grew up
Yeah.
listening to music on my mom's side and my pop's side. You feel what I'm saying? So I got an ear for it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that and crack a little bit of jokes. That's my piece.
Mhm. My grandfather was my piece. Like we would dance in the living room on the weekends. My grandma, she was always working, but we always had nannies, right? So the nannies would make sure we did our homework. They cooked dinner, and that was just the thing. Our food was always full. There was no problem in regards to that. Um, but she never had time to really watch the people around because they had this family friend, and that was the one that essayed me. So when this family friend was around, but I realized that this was a cycle that continued because my mother said something like that happened to her to my grandmother. And she told me, and when she said that to her, because my mother never knew about me, but she knew something happened to her when she was younger. And she told my grandmother, and my grandmother said it was her fault. That's what she stated to her. So, I don't know. It's just something in the community wise, as with the color print. I don't know. Like, it's just, why do you want to push it under the rug? Why do you want to not have this conversation, address these issues of people out here hurting children, taking their childhood away from them, literally.
It's because, in my opinion, I feel like it's pushed under the rug like this because they don't look at it as okay, well, it's that person's fault. They look at it as okay, well, this person is connected to me in this way, so it makes me look bad too, and I'm not gonna look bad. So we're just gonna no, it never happened. Shh, shh. We're not gonna tell nobody, and stuff like that.
Right. So I mean, I called my mother on it. She called my aunt and then told him he had to leave. Mind you, this is like around like when I was around 16 because I had missed my bus for school and I was hiding out because I was like, nah, I'm not they ain't about to catch me spend the day. So I was hiding out in my room. This guy was going through my laundry, sniffing my clothes when I called him. And I'm like, what are you
Mm.
doing in my room? He's like, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, stay there. So I had like two beds. So one was a queen and one was like a little full for when my nieces and nephews came over to spend the day. So I was in between there watching this guy. Then after that happened, right? So he thinks I'm staying in there. So I'm going out there, I'm looking, and he's literally masturbating to my grandma sleeping in her room. And I'm watching him and I'm like, yo, what the Yo, I was like, yo, I called my mother and I told her. Calls my aunt, and he's like, yo, he gotta go. This let's lock. They said he gotta go, and I'm like, okay. So he left, right? And then years later, this is after I got married. I was gonna go to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner. It's me, my husband, and my daughter. We literally flew in from Utah. And we go to dinner. Who's sitting at the Thanksgiving table?
No
The
way.
guy.
Who's sitting at it?
No way.
So we just took our time, turned all the way back around, and headed out. And I've never been back since. And I'm just like, and then the little thing that you hear little things in the family like, oh, they're probably sleeping together on the low. Maybe that's what it is. And da-da-da. I'm like, yo, I cannot, I cannot with y'all. I really
Hey,
can't.
I got some cousins in Arkansas for real. They real talk. They like that. They second cousin better than none.
Oh my God.
I said y'all
This
nasty.
guy
See,
has no relation to us whatsoever.
that means
He
nothing.
was just a guy that used to rent a
Oh
room
yeah,
down in our basement with his wife and three daughters. And the wife and three daughters left him.
that's probably why. Probably mess with.
Mm.
It's not funny, but
Crazy work, I'm telling you.
Wow.
And you just go through all these experiences. Like, I'll tell you another crazy one that happened. Like when my so if y'all know me, y'all know that I've told y'all that I have dreams before certain things happen. When my ex, before my ex tried to kill me, I had a dream that he shot me in a dream. And when I woke up, he tried to stab me. But that day, and then after he couldn't get me, he tried to take his own life. So I got him committed to the psych ward. So after that ordeal, I was able to pack up my stuff, head out. But I had to still come back to the house because we had he had two dogs. He had two pit bulls.
Wow.
Um, and I had to keep coming back to walk them or whatever, whatever, until he came out because they were gonna keep him for the weekend. And I'm like, all right. So I told his uncle, listen, you're gonna have to go take care of them because I'm not. I'm leaving. And just so happened, this lady that I knew, I explained to her what the situation, and she literally moved me into her house to be a nanny for her, her husband, and her kids, her two kids. And that's how I ended up being a living nanny. And that day, when I had my him committed, they took him away. They had him in the van. My father, I called my grandma because she lived up the street. Called her. This is in Brooklyn. She lived up the street. She comes, she calls my father. I'm like, why did she even call this man? I don't even know. Like, this guy, this is something off about him, right? He's just crazy. He's out of pocket. He comes, and the first thing he asks me, what did you do?
Are you
I will never
serious?
forget it. What did you do? He looked me dead in my face and asked me what I did. I was like, excuse you?
So I
You
have a comment that says I told my brother that's a year older and my cousin a three years older about when I was SA. Next thing I know, I was ridiculed for years for being gay because they told people about it. The dude that SA'd me as a kid ended up on Maury for SA on someone else's son, toddler at that.
Hmm. That's very true because they definitely be on it because I also heard rumors that he also did it to my uncle's children. The same guy I'm talking about.
So people fail to realize when there is a pedophile
Mm-hmm.
in the works, they're going to victimize any victim that they are in prospects of essaying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not only that, they are going to pound things into their head. You know, typically 90% of the time, they're going to tell them stories so they don't tell anybody out of fear.
Very true.
Yeah,
So
because
that
literally
is
go ahead.
that is unacceptable on all levels, and people don't want to believe, you know, regardless of, oh well, if somebody does this or somebody does that, you tell us. But when someone tells, nobody
And they
wants to
say it's their
listen and
fault.
they want to
Mhm.
blame you or be like, what are you talking about, and try to sweep it under the rug, you
Like
know.
nothing like that ever happened. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just a Lulu, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
When that gentleman SA'd me, right, the next night, so he came 2 nights in a row. First, I thought I was tripping. I was dreaming. Like, people like, who's touching me in my sleep? Like, I didn't think nothing of it. And then, cause when we had a lock on our door, we um we had a lock on our door, and we were had to keep the door open until my grandma got home to make sure our room's clean, and we did our homework or whatever. Um, Actually, sorry, it was just about keeping our room clean. So so usually I would lock the door. She said, no, don't lock the door. So anyway, the second night he came. So then I realized I wasn't tripping. Somebody was literally touching me. So on the third night, I slept with my grandma's like really big silver scissors from her sewing kit. I remember it distinctly, like it was silver and it was sharp. and I kept it under my pillow and had my hand on it. I was like, dude, if this sucker comes again, I'm gonna stab him. I'm literally gonna go off. So he came again the third night, and I swung and missed him, and he
Damn.
ran in the house, but I don't know where he went, right? So I'm like, damn, but he never came back after that until I see that situation afterwards.
So I have a comment that says, I didn't even tell them right away. I was scared to tell anyone. I felt stupid for putting myself in the situation. My mother was a bad mom. Father was absent. Didn't have anyone there to tell me. I was just a kid being taken advantage of. There's no reason
Mm,
whatsoever for you to ever feel bad due to your situation
right,
because you were
right,
innocent and your innocence was taken. I will iterate that to you. Never feel bad for what has happened to you.
right.
You did
Because
not
I know
ask for
somebody
that. You did not put
personally
yourself in
that
that
has happened to.
predicament. And you have a voice, and your voice was taken advantage of by them bantering you in a different form and telling people that you are gay. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. That is not acceptable. And I hope that you are actually finding the help that you need to deal with this situation because this is something you will live with for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because I know somebody personally that definitely happened to. It was a neighbor,
Yeah.
and
And it's not easy for any, you know, any person that has ever gone through a situation like this. This is something that is a lifelong trauma. But I
what
always
don't make
say,
sense to me either. I actually was abused for a portion of my life when I was younger. And I went, so one day I went to school. My grandma had hit me, and she had hit me with a brush, and I had blood clots on my fingers. To the point I had blood clots in my fingers. I went to school, and they were like, "What happened to your hand?" And like, they were hurting me. So I went to the nurse, and I was like, they were like, "What happened to your hand?" So when I told them, they sent child services, right? It was a sister that came to the house. She came. My grandma spun this story about, oh, sometimes when the kids don't listen, you kind of just react or whatever. And she never came back.
what the?
People
She
tend
never
to not
came back.
listen to children and listen to the
Mhm.
adult that's around.
But ironic thing is my aunt is the child protective services.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. So when I tell you there's a lot to unpack, there's a lot to unpack. I didn't even know this episode was gonna go this way. Like I was, yeah, it's crazy. But we can go to the next question. Anybody have any other input they would like to add? Okay. How does trying to control outcomes affect relationships?
It can be dangerous, because you're trying to control a situation probably through the whole entire relationship. So you're not put in a previous situation that you've experienced before, but sometimes that individual is more toxic than what you were in before, that they cause
Right.
more damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
I can go multiple ways. You can either group them with something that was in the past. Um, for one, you can't control anybody. Everybody's adult. There, you should really have no way to control another person. No person should have any way to control you. You know, um, and you try to control the situation, and everybody's unpredictable. You might think you know how a person's going to react or what they're going to do, and then they completely surprise you, and you're in a situation that's more dangerous than it should be. you know. There was another comment. Y'all might not notice, but I don't like showing my nails because have an OCD to picking at them because of how crooked they get from the damage of my fingertips being crushed in a door by mom and bro.
Mm.
I feel like children are more controlled, especially because children tend to be more trusting and they
Mm.
believe, listen to what all the adults or older people tend to say to them, um, which is why a lot of kids are totally don't trust anybody. Sometimes you can't even trust your own mom or your brothers or your like people who are related to you by blood, which is horrible because then as kids, who can you really trust? Like I have a thing where I don't trust people, and a lot of times I depend on myself. And if I get any type of feeling, even if I'm wrong, if I feel like there's something about you that I can't trust, I think that's over. I have to remove myself, which I've been working on because a lot of times I have been wrong. But do I want to take that risk of being right?
I try to leave
Yeah,
the people.
everybody.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, telling Mel, ain't nobody always right, but a hunch is a hunch.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like I'm not trying to be right, so I'm
Right.
gonna.
You gotta trust your gut at the end of the day.
Mhm.
I mean, literally, I'm not even so honestly, if you really look at it, I'm not even supposed to honestly be here. Like I was literally born premature. I was 3 pounds 6 ounces. And they
There's
said I
another
wasn't gonna
comment. I
make it.
sometimes don't like even know how I'm able to trust the way that I do. It's the child in you,
The innocence.
the innocence in you.
Hmm.
Even though I'm
You
still
still have
gonna
that
fight you when I get a
innocence.
chance, I'm still gonna fight you. I'm just saying. Just so y'all know, it's one of our family members in the comments. Yeah, I'm still gonna fight you.
leave Finn alone.
Turn the camera on.
Dang. See, fitting. And you always
he
sticking
trying
up
to
for
fix
this man. You
his
always
schoolwork over here.
coming.
He trying to fix his schoolwork. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
Um,
always trying to defend this one up here. And he just like look, how me and Mel we was just reading things, not even saying the name to
Right up. Hush your faces is what was said in the comments.
and he just
exactly.
blasted you. Man.
All right, let's move on to round three.
Hold
Let's
on, hold on.
go.
You said he did what? See, you started stuff. Stop doing that. No,
Okay,
ma'am.
so good looking grump is what said in the it
Yeah.
came through in the comments.
You
After
know I
Round
got you,
people
brother.
three,
who are
letting go
defending
of
you, but
people and
After we
expectations is
defended,
round three.
oh wow.
Round three. Why is it so painful to let go of people who we care about? Whew, I like how everybody did the same side face was like,
You know what? I have to say that I think it's hard because we know eventually one day that they're not going to be here and we don't want to feel guilt. And I think
hmm,
deep down we may know on the religious end that we need to do right regardless of how they did for us to get to where we're trying to go.
well, in the basis, if you're talking about like religion, or you're saying like honor thy mother and thy father, and your days on the earth shall be long.
I am more or less speaking on the fact that, God says, it states that we're supposed to forgive. And that has been my biggest weakness. Like, no matter how somebody has treated me in the past, I've had the tendency to just continue to let them do it over and over and over and over and
Mm,
love them
mm, mm,
regardless, which is
mm,
has been
mm.
traumatizing to
No, we ain't
myself.
doing that. We ain't doing that, friend. Listen,
And that's why I am the
like
way
I
that I
said,
am today. Like my cutoff game is quick. Like now, like I had to learn again that it's okay for Misty to set boundaries. It's okay for Misty to cut someone off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that before.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that.
So I was always told, or I live by, I'll forgive because I'm forgiving not for you, but I'm forgiving for myself. So that I'm not
Hmm.
holding on to something, but never forget what they did
That part.
Exactly. That's
and
just
never
me right
allow it
there.
to happen again.
That
Hmm.
part. That part. Because you ain't gonna catch me in the situation twice. I'm sorry.
No,
You ain't gonna
I'm
catch
not
me.
going to
Nope.
set
You ain't gonna
myself
catch me
up for the
slipping.
okey doke a second time. And if I'm in a situation like, and I see it starting to go, because if I forgive and I'm like, okay, certain situations they do deserve a second chance or whatever, but if I see it starting to go down like the same path that we were just down, I'm gonna take myself off of the road completely, and then that's it. Like you get
A
one
whole
second chance.
detour.
There's no
I
like third,
understand.
fourth. You get one second chance, and then that's it. You know, and I won't even fully let it, like I said, get to that point where you're doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the comments, it says, because you lose whatever makes them special to you, even if they had bad traits. Every individual has their own
Yes.
uniqueness. Um, and I had that too, Misty. I learned it from having to love people that were devilish to me, but they were all I had. And a
Yes.
lot of times that happens too. It'll become from the only person that you're like depending on, or like who you see as your lifeline, in a
Right.
sense. And you don't want to let
And
that
that,
lifeline go
and
because
that's
at
why I
that
was in
point
those
you're like
situations
alone,
because
and nobody wants to be alone.
looking for love that I didn't have at home to fill that void of like,
Mhm.
why is this even possible for this to happen?
And that is the thing. Like people fail to realize that childhood trauma rolls over to adulthood trauma.
It
Mm-hmm.
never goes away.
It doesn't go away,
It'll manifest and change and grow with you in a way.
but you, as you get older, and I have to say from experience, it took me until this big old age to get the help that I need, to seek counseling, to see, do what I need to do, talk to a counselor and go through the things that I'm going through and to try to better myself
Mm-hmm.
and heal through the process. Even though the healing, I can't say that we will all, that we're going to heal, but we're not going to have that inner child acting instead of the
Ooh,
grown
bless you.
us, you know. And I just felt like I just went around the world.
Sorry. I'm trying, I'm trying to keep the sequence, but the thing keeps dropping. I apologize, guys.
No, it's fine.
So let us go on to the number two of this round. How do expectations create disappointment?
Because people set their expectations too high and they disappoint
Right.
themselves when you can't meet like what you set for yourself.
They don't
Right.
mind disappointing themselves, but they hate for everybody else to disappoint them.
Hmm.
I think if
And
you
they set
expect
them.
anything out of anybody and they let you down, you set yourself up for failure
Yeah.
and expecting something from anybody.
I've come to realize like a couple years ago that I have to stop expecting me out of other people. Like nobody's gonna treat me the way that I treat them. I know we all have always lived by that rule of treat others the way that you want to be treated. Nobody's gonna treat you the way that you treat others.
That
Right.
part.
They'll say that, hey, I got you. But when the
Uh,
time comes, they're gonna be like, I was busy. I'm so sorry. I was not. I apologize. But
so
are
we
you
got
really sorry?
facts, Regina.
I made the time and the effort. But are you really sorry? Like,
Some people just say
Sorry
sorry,
is an overused
just
word.
yes.
right.
They just say sorry, just say sorry.
I feel
Exactly.
like
Don't make no
the word
sense.
sorry and the word love are two words that people use way too often without one knowing what the word actually means and two actually feeling what those words really mean. Like they
Right.
just say it just to say it to make the other person feel better.
Apologize. What you apologize for?
Um, in the comments, we have I treat everyone how I'd like to be treated, but I only love on those that reciprocate. We also got what you said, Grumpy was bars. It's one of the reasons I love so hard. Um, and then also, if you treat me like shit, I'm out. So one thing that I
So,
started doing a couple years ago is I'll treat you how I want to be treated at first, and then I'll treat you how you treat me.
right.
People don't like when you pull a them on them.
Like, I've been married almost 12 years now. My husband's one of those people, like, he's like an occasional romantic. But me, I'm a person like, he's never had a birthday party. So every year I try to throw him a party because he was like the black sheep of the family. So everybody treated him like, he was the oddball out. Because his mother and father were not around. His mother, she suffered from schizophrenia, and so she was just in a facility and handling a lot of different things. So she wasn't around, but they took him in, they clothed him, feed him. It was a time when they claimed that they didn't have much, from what I've heard, from what he said, but they he never had that. Like, they'll have other stuff. Like, he never got like gifts or anything like that. So I be loving on him, right? But he doesn't necessarily try to do like but the funny thing is, like, when we were dating, this man spent his whole check. He bought me a juicer, a blender, everything for my kitchen, right? Like, why are you spending all this money? Like, are you insane? He's like, oh no, I like you. We're cool, and then when we're married now, it's like an occasional thing where I'll get them flowers, and I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, thank you. And I'm like, you should write me a letter. And then one year for my birthday, he wrote me a whole PowerPoint presentation.
Oh,
I'm like, because I was like, all I ask you for is a letter, friend. Like, you just write me something, and I'll be good. I don't need you to
he
get me
made
in
you
now.
a whole presentation. Let me
Like,
show you how much you
just
mean
played
to
it.
me.
I was cracking up. But I know his love shows in so many different other ways rather than what the norm is.
There's no such thing as normal.
Right.
What's
What
normal to
like
you
this,
is not
what people
normal to
claim
me.
to be the standard of how you should love
Mhm.
somebody. Like, I don't want it to be where, like, obviously, because I said consumerize these people's standards is. Um, but I just
See what
like,
I mean?
so like
The
I'll tell you a
standard
funny one.
is to get the
Okay.
person that you love flowers. Don't don't ever get me flowers.
I hate
I'm like,
flowers.
no, I'm
I
I
good.
hate.
don't.
We
Yeah.
used to do that. It was like, I'm like, no, they're gonna die anyway. Don't make no sense.
It's
That's
not
Don't
what
give
I
even
me no
just
said.
that.
I'm like,
Like
they're
flowers.
gonna die.
growing up, there was always this thing where my dad will always get my mom flowers for everything, flowers. And the main time where he would get her flowers is if he did something wrong or if he felt bad about the wrong that he was doing.
I'm
So
sorry,
he'd be like, "All right,
flowers.
let me get yeah."
I don't.
Don't
I
it would
don't need
always be
those. What you
roses.
giving me
So
those for? I don't need those.
I
You
don't
gonna
want
put that on my
flowers.
casket? What's going on? I don't need those. I'm
You want to
good.
get me a bouquet? Give me a money bouquet. Give me a chocolate bouquet. Don't give me
Yeah,
flowers.
what do you call it? Edible arrangements.
Yeah,
Something I can eat.
give me the fruits. Don't give me flowers.
I like edible arrangements. That's one of my favorites. Okay, I be like, just give me those, cause I'm good to go. Okay.
If you get me flowers,
Um,
I better be able to utilize them for medicinal purposes or something.
Oh my
Look, all
gosh.
I want to say is the kiss
But over here
began
cheering
with
him on.
K.
That was the most excited that
We
I've
just want
seen
cheering
him
him
this
on.
entire episode.
Like, you better go to K Jeweler and get me something.
Um. Oh yeah, I did have a K jewel. I had one of the little K diamonds when I first got married. I was like, nah, I'm over it. But it was really pretty. It was really pretty, right?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, James Avery works
No, see,
too.
I
I mean,
I don't. I was like, I got over diamonds because I was like, you know what? Once I realized how
Yeah,
they get these diamonds, I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I don't want those. I'll be good. I don't want
don't like
those.
diamonds.
better yet, look, forget the diamonds, forget K. Look, just buy me some sweats and a hoodie from Comfort, okay? And I'm good. And some dunks. I'm golden. I don't
Oh man,
candles.
that's hilarious.
Candles.
So here's the
Why
next
are you
Did you
question,
looking at
guys
me
see me
like
guys.
that,
trying to use my
Grumpy?
ears just now?
What?
Did you see me trying to use my ears just now? See
Yes,
if
I saw you. What's one expectation you've released that brought you peace?
Oh, I said it. Stop. Don't expect you out of you, out of other people.
Yeah.
I already.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Wait a
You
minute,
were
well,
right
now
on
repeat
point,
that
see,
girl. Right on
question.
point. What's one expectation you've released that brought you peace?
Getting rid of the men that I had in my life.
at this
Wow.
point, you the problem.
Mm-mm. Look, and DJ been quiet this whole time until now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's gonna be fight. It's gonna be a fight.
Oh
The
man.
only reason why you not the problem, Grumpy, is because you always on the damn moon.
There's nothing wrong with being on the moon.
Wait, who's driving the
Earth.
Well,
spaceship?
maybe you need to start talking to some of the WHs.
Somewhat. White horse?
Weed heads, girl,
Oh!
weed heads. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh God!
The
Here
comment, the
goes spitting.
comment,
What men you
the
get rid of, Misty
comment,
Miss Harem?
the comment.
Oh my God! Like, look, no,
This
I
is
don't
over
want
here
no weed
like,
head.
what
I don't
in the
want
hell? What did
anybody
I
that
get myself
smokes.
into?
I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of smoke.
Hey, Rim over there with his juice box. I see. Hey, he
I
enjoying
know.
it.
This, this is some tea right
Oh,
here.
man, a little popcorn for this steam today. Hold
He said
on.
this is some tea. Lord, like, look, Missy don't
Oh, so
smoke. I
you
don't even
mean
like the smell
this
of
is
it.
what we do outside of work, Reams. All
Oh
right, round
man.
4, guys. Letting go versus giving up. How do you know when it's time to release something?
When I've had enough.
When it's disturbing your peace.
If I'm stressing every day and like you're disturbing my peace, you got to go.
Hmm.
Because look, I'm not gonna be standing outside in the cold, uh, releasing 50 rounds in a pond or something like that. Plus, just to try to find some relief because you're disturbing my peace.
50 rounds?
Yeah.
That's a lot
All
of
right.
rounds.
Well, I mean, hey.
Speaking of linked arms, right? Side note, sidebar. When I was at my community meeting, the lady was like, I don't want to have to shoot nobody. So I'm gonna need them to
Mm,
work out what they need to got. I was like,
okay.
Oh,
I won't be going to back to that meeting no more.
Uh, we don't need you to attend any more of those
HOA
meetings, ma'am.
meeting.
You're way
The
too
lady
much.
was like, she was telling people that they need to pick up after their dog, and they were talking about who got fined and who didn't get fined, and what we should do as far as neighborhood watch. She's like, if I need to express myself, I will, because I literally where I live, there's a VA hospital right here, a really big VA hospital, so a lot of military live in here. So I'm like, it's gonna be a problem.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold
gonna need
on.
them to act right.
Was
Let
that
me get this
Eleanor?
straight. Wait. So she was talking about pew pewing people over dog poop.
Yeah, some
He was
people's crazy
like,
like
no.
that.
So what the question was about, because the teenagers would come and vandalize the area like by the pool. So we had three pools over here. So they'll come in there, they'll jump over the fence, they'll steal the shower heads, draw in the bathrooms, and they got security. So they got rid of that, and then they're trying to fix them. So every time they have to make a repair, they have to increase our payments. Look at
Hmm.
how they're gonna, like somebody, like one of the neighbors got drunk out of his mind, I guess, and ran into one of the gates and completely demolished the gate. And I was like, who covered this? Because I want to know if it was in my fees. We're lucky that our first year was actually, they included that in our final settlement and stuff, not probate and stuff like that. So I didn't have to go through that ordeal. But I know it's about to be crazy. I know it's about to be crazy. Because this lady talking about we gonna do neighborhood watch, and who wants to be the the head of neighborhood watch, who's gonna be the more. I'm like, so this lady gonna be a part of head watch. If she a part of this thing, people gonna wind up hurt out here. She's like, oh, how am I supposed to, if they're teenagers and they doing something wrong, how do y'all want me to handle that? So that's when she said, like, because I don't want to have to wind up shooting nobody if they come out their face. I was like, God, dang. She's like, because I pack. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's probably what she shouldn't be doing with a mouth like that.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, so are you saying like
she
I'm
sounds a
like,
little
you one of
trigger
those
happy.
people that needs to not carry arms, because it sounds like you a little happy about that bad boy. You know, some people that just carry the
Mm
arm because they want to carry it,
hmm. Mm
because
hmm.
they want to have a reason to use it, versus the people that just like, okay, I'm keeping it for safety.
That part.
That's the part that's like, oh shoot, okay, I see what you on. I'm gonna watch out for
Like,
you.
yeah, I bear my arms for safety, but I also bear my arms to enjoy myself at one point releasing rounds. It was a stress reliever.
Anybody have
I
any
mean,
more
it's pretty
input on that
interesting when you
that
see
question?
fish floating on top of the water.
Right. Yeah. Anybody
Mama, I
have any
don't know
more
why you
input on
tried to
that
hide
question?
that. You was literally in the corner like this.
Next question. What's the difference between surrender and quitting?
Surrender and what?
Quitting.
Nothing.
Quitting is when you don't even try. And before you
You
kind
giving
of,
up, boy.
you just
You
give
just
up.
giving up regardless. Yeah, you just giving up regardless.
Both of them is giving up, but surrendering, at least you tried and you realize that, you know, something is out of your control or it's not worth it. And you're like, you know what? Let me wave the white flag. Quitting is not even trying and saying, you know what, bump this.
Exactly. Reem, what do you think, Reem?
Um, I really don't know.
Okay.
I'm a
No
lost for
worries.
words.
Reem's
Okay,
like,
you
man, I
good?
just got a whole lot of tea tonight.
That's a fact.
Nah,
I'm
you haven't gotten
sorry.
any the tea yet. Wait till we go
Have
on.
Hey,
you in your feelings? So how do you let go without feeling guilty?
I just let
Shit,
it go. I
just
let
let it
God
go.
handle it.
Let it go. Let it
Yep.
go.
That's bad.
Hmm.
Roll up a joint and just let it go.
He's
Shoot.
Oh, you a
oh
part of
Lord.
Grumpy and this one crew, I see.
Mm-hmm.
No,
What?
I don't do that. I don't do that, but I used to back in the day.
Okay.
We're still back in the day
Ah,
years.
Well,
back in the day, today, tomorrow.
I tried it at one time. I tried it at one time. I got a funny story, but I'll have to tell y'all offline. I ain't talking about online. Let's go to
I
round
used
five.
round
Do's
Do
five.
or
and
don't.
don'ts.
Do or don't. Let go of people who drain you.
Do.
Do.
Do
Do. Do or don't. Walk away without closure.
You said without closure?
Mm-hmm.
Depends
It
on the
depends on the
circumstance.
situation.
Right. Because yeah,
I
because
don't
that's
need
what
no
I'm doing
closure.
right now. I'm walking away because I ain't got time for it.
For me, a lot of times I don't need closure. Like, bye.
Clock it.
Wait.
Like, we done.
Really?
Keep it
I'm like,
moving.
we adults. We adults. We gonna let it ride, boo. We gonna let it ride. Do or
Yeah.
don't. Accept people for who they really are.
Do.
Do.
Do
The first time they show you.
Right. Exactly. Because some people be trying to rewrite the whole version of you, they self and the other person in their head. Like, I could do something like that. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, oh, they be trying to rewrite the. Never mind.
Yes, they do.
Write the version of what happened.
Do or don't. Release expectations for others.
Would you say?
Do or don't. Release expectations for others.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I expect nothing out of anybody.
All right, three more, and then we will do our closing. Do or don't. Let situations unfold without controlling everything.
Do. You can't control everything.
Mhm.
Right. Because there's so many different outcomes.
Mhm.
It's already written. It's gonna happen regardless. So just let it play out. Do or don't. Trust timing instead of forcing outcomes.
Absolutely. I feel like the more you force something, the longer it's going to take.
Mhm.
And final one, do or don't. Let go even when it's uncomfortable. I already know the answer to
Do.
that one.
Absolutely.
Do. Do. And run.
So we're gonna go ahead and do our closing. I mean, we went over tonight, but it was a good episode. We got a lot of input tonight, and I appreciate you guys
What did we?
hanging in there with us. Um, for the next 7 days, release one thing that's been weighing you down, and that you remember that you cannot control everything, but you can protect your peace, and you should not feel guilty about protecting your peace. So that's the end of episode 24 of letting go of what you can't control. So let's go ahead and do our closing, guys. Let me go ahead and let y'all say what y'all got to say.
It was a pleasure once again to be back after the holidays, even though we have another holiday coming around, you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys again very soon for our next episode of 25. And hopefully, we will have DJ Ring back with us, or maybe even a newer guest alongside the rest of us if we can all make it. Thanks. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. Super great conversation. I am looking forward to episode 25. Very thankful that we made it to episode 24 thus far. Like I keep saying, we're going to continue to grow. Grow with us. Like the video, subscribe so that you get a notification when we go live again. Um, it was fun. I won't even say who won or who lost. You guys can say it in the chat. The women. But today was fun. And we will see you on Friday, the 6th? No, today's the 5th,
Yeah.
because it is after midnight on my side.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. The fifth. Uh
Um,
huh.
at our regularly scheduled time. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Blow it out, girl. It's over.
Okay.
Go ahead. You got this. I believe
He really trying to bob his head out.
Hey, it's okay. It's a good good episode. Regardless of the situation, just take your time. Regardless of you know letting go or whatever, it's gonna take time regardless. So give yourself time. Uh, when it's time to let go, you'll know. Mother Matt, you can follow me somewhere, and you have a good night.
Really, we
Follow him
following you somewhere.
somewhere.
We following you somewhere.
I am not
Oh
following
my
him
gosh.
anywhere. Not unless I know where we're following him to.
I'm back, DJ Ring. You can reach me at DJ Live 18. Facebook, DJ Reeby Ring. I got two pages of that, and DJ Ring on Instagram. Um, I might be back. I might not. Most likely, I'll be back. So
I love that.
you I
No,
definitely
you're
will
good.
holler at y'all. Good night.
All right. Thank you.
He might be back. He might not. Can't nobody tell him how to live his life.
I love
That's
it.
Back.
right.
I love it. Okay, guys, thank you. That's a wrap on episode 24. I want to thank you again for tuning in. If you need to find me, I am on TikTok at the Regina Paulina. Again, I'm a homeschool mom, gamer, and life host. And we do these episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We try to get, we missed a few episodes just because, holiday, guess, in a tizzy. But again, if you're looking for a homeschool platform, definitely check out Coco Classroom. The website is www.cococlassroom.com. And let us, give us any feedback you'd like. We're definitely working on our, um, I just lost my train of thought real quick.
Credentials,
We're working on,
Accreditation.
accreditation.
yes, thank you, accreditation right now. I don't know why, like my head just went poof,
I was
blanks.
trying to figure out what you were trying to say, and then Misty said, I was like, there's the word. I got
All
you.
right, guys, y'all would do the little wave and say bye
Bye,
to the
you
team.
guys.